Good morning. You are welcome to today's lectures on pharmaceutical calculation, BD 253. And today we enter a new topic, pharmaceutical measurement. Pharmaceutical measurement. And under pharmaceutical measurement, we are expected to cover the following. Under pharmaceutical measurement, we cover first is the systems of measurements. Under here, we look at the imperial system and the metric system. Under imperial, we'll talk about the avoirdupois. We'll talk about the household measurements. Then we'll talk about the apothecaries. Then we also take a look at methods of measurements. Then we'll talk about direct and indirect methods. What's that? AVOIRDUPOIS. AVOIRDUPOIS. Now, so this direct is also known as aliquot. Aliquot method. Then we now talk about errors. Error in measurements, or simply percentage error. Measurement error. So this is basically what we will do. We cover. Take a look at the systems of measurement. Talk about the imperial system and the metric system. Under imperial, we have avoirdupois, household measurement, and apothecaries. Then we'll talk about metric system. Then methods of measurement. We'll talk about direct method and indirect method, or aliquots. Then the percentage error in measurement. These are what we'll cover under the topic. Okay, this imperial, there are some material you see is they also known as common. Okay, common. All together, common or imperial. Then this one, this direct, you can still call it traditional. Traditional what method? The one we know, just getting some. Don't worry, when we get there, I will explain. This is error in measurements. In bracket, percentage error specifically. That's where our focus is. Error measurement in bracket, percentage what? Error. That's where our focus will be. Then we'll talk about inter-system conversion. Very important. Inter what? I think it should come after, for better understanding. It should come after what? It should come after what? Systems, okay? Inter what? Inter-system what? Conversion. Converting from one system to what? Another system. So after the systems of measurement, we'll treat inter-system conversion. Show you how you can convert from this to this, from this to this. This one. Avoadepoa. Household and apothecaries.
So this is number one. Change the number. I thought this was the method of measurement.
But I say something here before I change it now. You are not listening. Huh? I said inter-system. I was actually at the point I said it's better it comes after what? Systems. For better understanding. That's what I said. I wanted to write it after method. I said no, it's better it comes here. So that immediately after treating the different systems, we'll not talk about how to move from one system to what? Another. That's why I put it. I wrote it here. Then last one is method of third one. So that means this one should be the fourth one. Sorry. That means this should be the what? The fourth one. Percentage error, eh? I should write the spelling of what? Avoadepoa. Do you know what amazes me? I'm surprised that some of you are asking this question. So that means you have not even opened the material I sent you since. They are lying fallow in your phone. Wow. Then why did I send it in the first place? Huh? Doesn't make sense now. That was sent, even if you not grab it to understand it, that is, go through it, see some things there. That's the meaning. If you are asking of spelling at this point in time, after how many months? Doesn't make sense, so. All right, now let's look at measurements. Of course, when we say measurement in pharmacy here, you know there are a lot of units to what measure, right? Yeah, but basically the one that is of great importance to you as a pharmacy technician working in pharmacy, or working in compounding unit or dispensing units, as the case may be, or even in what is it called? In a manufacturing outlet. You talk of weight, volume. Weight what? Volume. Then temperature, but it's not really an issue. But the most important ones to you are what? Weight and what? Volume. Because what you are compounding is either you weigh or you do what? You measure the volume. It's true of us. So our focus will be on what? Weight and what? Volume. That's where our focus on this topic will be weight and what? Volume. Now, all right. So sorry. Let's continue. So I said that our focus will be on what and what? Weight and what? Volume. Now, you can't talk of weight and volume without knowing what weight is. Actually, in pharmacy, you hear things like weight and measures. When you hear measures here talks about what? Volume, okay? Measure talks in pharmacy. When you hear measures, it's talking about what? Volume, okay? Now, but weight, yes, liquid and what? Solid. Liquid and what? Solid. Now, before we go, let's now go to weight now. Let's go to what? Weight. Or before we do that, I want to break down these systems of what? Measurements. Systems of what? Because in each of them you have their weight, volume in each of them, weight, volume in each of them. So I won't take weight alone, then after I'll come back again. So let me just go straight to the word system. This is not their first time. You know what system is, what measurement is, right? And every measurement has two parts: the number and the unit. True or false? The number and the what? Unit. And whatever number you get from measurement is a denominator number, right? True or false? Good. And the number there are always what? They are not absolute. Are they absolute? Are they absolute? Good. They are not what? Absolute. They are approximates. I think we discussed these things. You don't count. You don't count approximate number. You measure what? True or false? So that's real measurement. So we are now dealing with what? Approximate what? Numbers. And whatever, you can't say that you have a measurement without unit. That's why I give zero tolerance to that. You must measure it well. After that, you must write your units. That's why if you are doing a calculation or whatever you are doing and you miss your unit, I don't look at it. Even if you get the answer, it's zero, because it means that if care is not taken, you will cause trouble in the future. Yes, if it's not corrected, you will cause trouble where? In the future. So they are nothing like let's now do tamper justice. There's no justice and mercy anywhere here. This is human life we are doing what? Talking about. So you must. So either if you see yourself in a compounding or in a compounding room or even large scale manufacturing outlet, you now go there and maybe you are the one maybe you measured, maybe if the pharmacist lists the formula of whatever you want to compound or formulate, it's you that will go and weigh all those. Hope you know. You weigh. You are on to weigh. It's the technician that will actually. You may get the formula from the pharmacist. You are on to weigh all those things. True or false? Then make sure that they are well measured and weighed. And now the production outlet, the pharmacist will now do what? Continue with the what? The pharmacist in charge of production will now continue in the what? Mixing and formulation and all those things. So if you now go there, you now go and maybe you are the one that will write out what you actually weigh. Am I communicating? Maybe after that, instead where you should write male, you go and write MG. Because where you are school, they are doing like this. No, they just pass it. You should pass. You should fail it so that you know why you fail it. You take a correction. That's why I don't see failure. Some of you see failure as maybe wickedness. Nobody hates you. What we are is people's life we are training you to go and save. So if you fail it, you should fail. Then if you fail, if you are truly meant to study this course, if you fail, your eyes will open. You know why you failed and start working towards that. But if this course is not meant for you, you just go because you are not meant to be here. Hope you know. It's not everyone that is supposed to be here. And that you are not here doesn't mean that you are the yes, no. There may be somewhere else that they need you. There may be somewhere else that the world needs you to do exploits. And if you enter there, you will do that exploit there. Because that's where you are meant to what? Be. But here in Nigeria, anyhow, everybody wants to be this. I want to be nurse. Everybody want to be nurse. Everybody want to be doctor. So now the point there is that you must write your words. I've used that at any instance. I always point this out because I don't even. Once the unit is wrong, wham, I don't even have time to look at what they are doing. It's a very serious thing, very serious, that we should not do what? Play with. We should not play with that. That's why I keep saying it all the time, so it will enter your mind. Know that it's something serious. It's something very, very serious. Now, with that now, let us now go to system. As I said, we have two systems. We have the major, we have the common system and the what? Imperial system. Actually, the one before the metric system came up. It was the imperial system or the common system that was in use those days. Am I communicating? Different parts, different race, different parts of the world. They have what they use, how they do their own, how they check their own, how they measure their own, how they weigh their own. But with time, this method did not give uniformity. Okay? This method did not give what? Uniformity. And this international trade we have now, then it wasn't like that. Because then, what they measure there may not be exactly how you do what? Measure it here. I put it together. Even before the white people came, we have our own system of measuring our own here, right? Now, are you aware that there is who knows this cup they call cigar cup? Cigar? Who knows? These are the people. Yeah, cigar. You know it, right? They are never the same. Hope you know. They are never the same. They differ. Now tell me, if there is no imperial system, now how will you now measure accurately? This one is different. This one is what? Different. This is what was happening those days. There is no uniform what? Measurements. So that is quest for uniformity led to what? Metric what? System. And in fact, metric system has taken over. It's only in some places you just see some aspect of common system, just a bit. But metric has actually what? Taken over. If you go to in our hospital now, if you go to blood bank where they donate blood, not even blood bank, just go to the pharmacy here, you see the blood sets. The blood, you've seen that blood this in a bag now. What you see there, the blood is measured. The volume is measured in what? Pints. Okay, it's measured in what? Pint. Pint is a common system. It's still in vogue now in that aspect. I don't know why it's still there. They still maintain what? Pints in what? Blood what? Bag. Blood in the blood volume. They still use pints. But in metric system, it should be what? Liters, right? Or mil. Liters. Call it liters or mil. But they are still using pints. Gallons you see. Gallon. 1 gallon. This gallon is common system of what? Measurement. Common system of what? Measurement of what? Volume. Quarts is also is a common system of what? Measurements. There's a thin line between avoirdupois and what? Apothecaries. Am I just a thin line between them? Some measures in avoirdupois are the same in apothecaries, but some are not the same. Like now, when you now go to pounds, the pounds in avoirdupois, pound is a common system for measurement of what? Weight. Am I computing? Yeah. Now, if you go to pound in avoirdupois is not exactly the same thing with pounds in what? Apothecaries. Okay. Now, but if you go to household, under household, you start seeing things like tablespoon, teaspoon. Okay. Tablespoon, teaspoon, dessert spoon, teacup, tumbler, and what have you. Out together. Now, these things now, this household now can be converted to what? Metric. That's what we see at what? In the system conversion. Where you say that 1 teaspoon is what? 5 mil. Have you heard of such before? Have you heard of such before? Is inter-system what? Conversion. 1 tablespoon is what? 10 mil. 1 teaspoon is what? 5 mil. 1 tablespoon, 10 mil. Sorry, 15 mil. 1 dessert spoon, 10 mil. 1 teacup, 120 mil. Am I communicating? Now, if you come to this apothecaries, you start seeing things like fruit downs. That fruit we used the other time. Yes. Fruit is a measure of volume in apothecary slash avadepo, okay? Full downs. Then you hear something like even drops is also there. Now I just want to have an overview of what this is all about. So when we start, we'll start. This metric system is based on decimal system. In fact, this is, you call this one metric system or call it what? SI what? Unit. Good. Metric system or SI what? Units. This was decision on this was taken in a convention in France. It was in France that they gathered and took decision to invent a uniform system of measurement that even if the whole world, any part of the world you are, kilogram is one kilogram. If you go to US, that means that's why you can go to US and import a product. The measure there is one kilogram. You come to Nigeria again, you can also do what? Measure because it's an agreed what? Uniform system of what? Measurement. But if you are to in those days, maybe they use one cigar cup and measured at one place. If you now get to them, the one you have may not be exactly the same thing with one they use. You start saying that they cheated you or that you cheated them, anyone. But this metric system helps us to have what is called what? Uniformity. Am I completing? And it aids international trade, import and export of pharmaceuticals. You may go outside the country, import active ingredients, what 50 kilogram bag or as the case may be. If you come to Nigeria, it's the same what? 50 kilogram. Nobody is cheated. Everybody is happy. True of us. Good. So you will not doubt, am I sure? If you doubt, you weigh it, unless you are weighing balance has issue or their own has issue. But once there's no issue with the weighing balance, you weigh it to give you what? The same thing. That is one good thing about the metric system. And metric system is built upon the decimal system. Decimal number system. Am I communicating? Decimal number system. Especially place value system. By the time if that thing we are doing about place value 10, see what they actually did. You know we have place values now. Units, 10, 100, and 1,000. Then you come down, unit, you count tenths, hundreds, and now what they did is that they put those things in index form. Of course, you know that unit is 3 raised to the power 0, right? 10 is what? 3 raised to the power 1. 100 is what? 3 raised to the power 2. 1,000 is what? 3 raised to the power 3. True of us. Then 10 is what? 3 raised to the power minus 1. 100 is what? 3 raised to the power minus what? Minus 2. Now they give each of these things name. They named each of these. Each of these. They gave each of them name. Now this 10 raised to the power 0 is actually, that's where the base, there's what is called base unit. In this metric system, we have the base units, and the what? And the what? Suffix. Sorry, prefix. We have the base unit and the what? Base unit and what? Base unit and what? Prefix. Prefix is one they added in front of the what? Base units. And the base unit is placed at the level of what? At level of what? Units. Am I communicating? Now anything above that base unit is the what? Multiple. Why those below the base unit is what? Submultiple. That's where how they now they named 3 raised to the power 1. 3 raised to the power 1. They named it. They named 3 raised to the power 1. See what we have here. We have 3 raised to the power 0. 3 raised to the power 1, 3 raised to the power what? 2, 3 raised to the power what? 3, 3 raised to the power minus 1, 3 raised to the power minus 2, 3 raised to the power minus what? 3. They place the base units here. Let's use a particular measurement like a particular quantity like weight now. Okay? Weight is the base unit for weight is what? Gram. Are we together? Gram. Now, see what happened. It's placed at the what? Unit level. Now, 3 raised to the power 1 minus 1, 3 raised to the power 1. They name this 3 raised to the power minus 1 they named it deca. Okay? 3 raised to the power minus 1 is named deci. You know they are prefix, so you put this thing. Okay? This one is named hecto. Hecto. This one, 3 raised to the power minus 2 is named hecto. 3 raised to the power minus 2. Sorry, 3 raised to the power 2 hecto. 3 raised to the power minus 2 named deci. Deci. 3 raised to the power minus 3 named milli. Milli. 3 raised to the power 3 named kilo. Kilo. Which one? Okay, sorry. The 3 minus 2 is centi. Sorry, centi. 3 minus 2 is what? Centi. Now, remember we are dealing with what is it called? The quantity we are dealing with here is what? Mass, right? Which is gram. Base unit is gram. Now, if you now add this gram to this deci, becomes what? Deci what? Gram. To this centi becomes what? Centi what? Gram. To this milli becomes what? Milli what? Gram. That actually means that milligram is 3 raised to the power minus 3 times 1 gram. True or false? True or false? That's the meaning. That milligram is 3 raised to the power minus what? 3 what? Gram. That's the meaning. Milligram is what? 3 raised to the power minus what? 3 what? Gram. The same thing they did here. Deca. If you put gram here now, it becomes what? Deca what? Decagram. Which actually means 3 raised to the power 1 what? Gram. This one is hecto. Means hectogram actually means what? 3 raised to the power minus 3 raised to the power 2 what? Gram. This, if you multiply by gram here now, 1 gram, we have what? Kilogram. Which is actually what? This is kilogram. And kilogram is actually what? 3 raised to the power minus 3 raised to the power what? 3 gram. So that means 1 kilogram is 1,000 what? Gram. Milli. 1 milligram is 3 raised to the power minus 3 what? Gram. That means that 1 milligram is 0.001 gram. True or false? That's the meaning. Now, if you keep going down, you still having. If you go down to 3 raised to the power minus 5 minus 6, if you go to 3 raised to the power minus 6, you have micro. 3 raised to the power minus 6 is what? Micro. And when you now multiply by gram, you have microgram. Remember what we did yesterday? That's why 1 microgram is 3 raised to the power minus 6 what? Gram. So this is what they did and came up with this metric system. We are done with gram now. If you replace the base unit with liter, for volume, the base unit is what? Liter. If you replace it here, you have decaliter, hectoliter, kiloliter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. As just in that, if you take our course material, is there up to billions, millions. They are there. Just go through there. I've just given you the basic thing you should know there. Any other thing is just what you just look it up. It's in the course what material. This is what they did in that convention and came up with this metric system. And it's a wonderful system. Am I communicating? Now, any other thing is just any other thing here is just long story. Any other thing here is just what? Long story. Now, where the issue lies is I want us to take time and break down this household, okay? And look at the interconversion. Am I communicating? And look at the what? Interconversion. Now, with this at the back of our mind, let's proceed. Please ask questions if you have. So, as I said before now, that imperial system is the what? Is an old system of what? Weights and what? Measures. Very, very old. Old system of what? Weights and what? Measures. Now, what is weight? Who can define weight for us? What is weight? We've done an overview of all these things. Hope you know. So what I want to do now, I want to now go to weight now. In measuring weight, I'll now talk about weight in Avoadepo, okay? And slash apothecaries, then the volume. When we are done, we move to this one. This one has no issue because it has a system. You build it up. But this one, the system can be confusing. By the time I start listing them, you understand what I'm saying. The system can be confusing, but this one is stressful. Once you understand your decimal place value, you are good to go. Once you understand the place value, their index form, their name, and what they represent, you are good to go. So you don't need to cram all those things. Once from the name, you know exactly which is which. And indeed, this will help you not to miss. Like now, the person that saw yesterday misplaced milligram and what. So if you know that milligram is 1 gram, 1 milligram is 3 square minus 3 gram, and you know that if you know that 1 milligram, if you know that 1 gram, sorry, if you know that 1 milligram is what? 3 square what? On a 3 gram, right? And you also know that 1 microgram is equal to what? 3 square minus what? 6 grams. So if you now want to check how many milligrams that will make 1 microgram, it's easy now. Three of us just do 1 or 2 conversion here and you get your answer. Three of us just work on this one. If you know your mathematics well, you should be able to know how many milligrams you can find. If you find 1 milligram if 1 milligram contains 10 square minus 3 watt gram, 1 microgram should not contain what? You can split this into two. You have milligram times what? Milligram. Solve the rest. Let's continue. I don't want to keep spoofing you. Fine, okay. Do it your own. Tell me. 1 milligram is 3 grams. Okay, can you see the board? That one I have no issue. 1 milligram is 3 grams. 1 microgram is 3 square minus 6 grams. Now tell me, how many milligrams can you find in 1 microgram? And how many microgram can you find in 1 milligram? Tell me. Be doing that. Why I how many milligram can we find in 1 microgram? If 1 milligram is 3 grams, and one microgram is 3 minus 3 grams, and 1 microgram is 3 minus 6 grams. Now, what's the relationship between milligram and microgram from here now? You know, from this system now, there's no direct relationship between two. I hope you know. You can deduce it from here, right? So tell me, which one? Talk now. Which one is 0.00 what? Who will solve for us? Who? If you know it, come out here and do it fast. If you know it, come out. If you know it, come out. Come and do it on the board. I think you can clean the board, sir. We are done here. Let's now go to the. I've done an overview of what we expected to know. So let me. Okay. No, the question you see is this: how many? What is the relationship? Let's forget it. Just what is the relationship between milligram and what? Microgram. Simple. Okay. Number is still playing with most of you. Play with numbers, and numbers will respect you. Play with numbers. Numbers will respect you. You see, place value system. Place value is I've never seen. It's a wonderful invention. God bless those that discover this thing. It's helped to solve a lot of problems. You don't even need to do much. Once you understand it, you are good to go. It's the foundation for a lot of things. UNMS small thing, you build a calculator. If you understand your place value, okay. So I think we are done with this overview. At least even if I give you exam now, no, you can get up to 40%. If you understood what I just did, if you understood what I did on the board now, in the past 30 minutes, if I give you an exam now, if you truly understood what happened here now, if I give you any exam on this topic, you can answer it. You may not get 100%, but at least you can get something. Now let's go down. Let's take them one after the other. Now, okay, I asked a question. What is weight? Weight. Okay, define weight for me. Define weight for me. Weight is what? Mass, Nko. What is mass? Total what? What is mass? Is mass the same thing with weight? Differentiate between mass and weight. I agree with you. What other difference? What? How? What is the shape of mass?
Mass has a definite constituent, but weight depends on
if you are called here. But the which is how go. Differentiate between mass and weight. Please speak like a scientist, please. Weight is what? I agree. Weight is force. Okay, I agree with you. Quantity. I think root has. Was it root? I see another difference. Just another point. Any other one? Any other one? Chinaya. Fast. Cubic or cubic or chubby? Oh yeah, answer. I don't know. They've said that one. Give me another point. Another one. Anyways, okay, sit down. Okay. Most of your body is what? Constant, right? It doesn't change, okay? But weight changes depending on what? Gravity. You know that weight is actually mg. Mass times what? G. And because G is not actually constant, G changes depending on the location, right? Yes. G changes depending on the location. So there's some part of the world that you may go now. If you throw something, bam, before the thing will come down, some may not even come down at all. True of us? Are you aware? Yes. So G is not the same thing. Their own G is different. So if the weight there and weight there will not be the same thing, because weight is actually m times what? G. So because of the change in the what? Gravity, the weight is not always what? The same. So that is just to prepare our mind, and let's go to what we have now. If you look at, I want us to put down some things. If you go to Avoadepoa, let's start with apothecary. Now I want to write down some units of measurement of weight in apothecary's Avoadepoa system. In apothecary's Avoadepoa system, and their conversion factors. Now, you have what is called grains. Actually, 20. Okay, let me just say grains. We have what? Grains. Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. Then we have grains. We have scruple. Grain scruple. Then we have, what's that? We have, okay, let me list them first before I now go to the grains is there. Scruple is there. What else? Drag. What else? What? Ounce, right? And what else? What else? Pounds. Okay, what else? Don't worry. One is Avoadepoa, one is what? Apothecary. Okay. Another one. Is that all? Yes. Okay. Now, what the relationship between grains and scruple? What is the relationship between grain and 20 grains make what? Make what? Scruple. 60 scruple make one. 60 what?
60 grains make 1 gram.
60 scruple make what?
1 gram.
You say what? Make what?
1 gram.
Make what? 1 what?
Gram.
Okay.
8 grams.
8 gram make what?
Make 1 ounce.
How many ounces make 1 pound?
1 pound.
12
ounce makes 1 pound.
12 what?
Ounce.
Make what?
1 pound.
1 pound. These things are measures of weight too. Weight in what? Apothecaries. Are we together? Are we together? Weight in what? Apothecaries. Now listen carefully. So listen carefully. If 3 scruples make 1 dram, what does it mean? That's 60 grain. True or false? If 3 scruples make what? 1 gram. What does it mean? That's 60 what? Because 20 grains make what? 1 scruple. And 3 scruples make what? 1 gram. That means 20 what? 20 grains, right? 60 grains, right? Make 1 what? Are we together? Can you? Which pounds? Can you? See there, as I said, 12 ounces make 1 pound. This is just these are the units. So this one that is just the what is it called? Their relationship. Okay. I said that 20 grains make 1 scruple. But 3 scruple make what? If you like, you can convert everything here to be what? Grains. Now let's move everything here to be grains. Let's see how it look like. Let's move everything here. This is the basic what? But if you like, we can move everything here to what? Grains. So what do we now get? 20 grains is equal to what? 20 grains what? 1 what? Scruple. Then how many grains will make 1 dram? Good, thank you. 60 what? Grains. 1 what? Dram, right? Then how many grains make 1 ounce? 20 times 3 is 60. 60 times 8 is what? Is what? 480. So 480 grains make what? 1 what? Ounce. Now, how many grains make 1 pound? How many grains make 1 pound? 5 what? Good. 5, 7, 60 what? Grains. Make 1 what? This pound now. Pound in avoirdupois and pound in apothecary are not the same thing. Yes. They change. So this pound now is pound in apothecary. 1 apothecary pound is equal to 5,760 what? Grain. But in avoirdupois, 1 avoirdupois pound is 7,000 what? Grains. Are we together? Just note this. Remember I told you that there's a thin line between what? Avoirdupois and what? Apothecaries. Where they differ is mainly here at this point now. Here now we have avoirdupois pound and avoirdupois what? Grain. And the avoirdupois pound and apothecary what? Pound. Okay, now let's continue. You will see how powerful with time you see how powerful this conversion, this thing is with time. By the time we go deeper. Okay, now let me write down their units, because sometimes some questions you may not see their name like this. It may be the symbol of their what? Unit you will see. Grain is what? Now, that it means 2 grains. This is 2 what? Grains. Grain is what? GR, okay? GR. Then scruple is what? Drunk is this. Then we have ounce. Good. There's something I want us to also note. When it comes to when it comes to what's it called, ounce and pounds, please, that is weird. Not only in pounds, it also happens in what? Ounce. Avoirdupois ounce and apothecary pound ounce are not also what? The same thing. They differ at these 2 points. Please note these 2 points. I will still bring these two out only and discuss it when we go into what? Inter-system what? Conversion. It's one of them that they use. You know, this popular we know that 1 kilogram is 2.2 what? Pound. Have you seen it before? That 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Okay, you've not seen it before?
Yes.
Okay, know it today. That 1 kilogram is what? 2.2 pounds. So if you are moving from kilogram to pound, what are you doing? If you are moving from kilogram to pound, what are you doing? Huh? You are moving from metric system to what? Imperial system. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. I just mentioned a typical example of inter-system what? Conversion of weights. That is a powerful formula a powerful relationship that can help you to move any weight given to you to what? There are 2 powerful relationships. In fact, that one is the major one. Say 1 kilogram is equal to. Don't worry. Let's continue. Now, I'm just preparing your mind so that when we enter there, you not start asking questions. Sir, where is this one coming from, sir? Someone like Bless will not be asking, sir, where is this one coming from? Blah, blah. Okay, now. This is what? Grain. This is what? Scruple. This is what? Please watch. They are not the same thing. I hope you know. Scruple is just like this. Okay? While this one is. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
To make it to distinguish it, you can put something like this to differentiate between the 2 of them. Okay? This is scruple. This one is dram. And the difference between ounce and dram is that ounce has what? Then this is what? Pound. This actually means libra. This actually means what? Libra. That's where this LB came from. Okay? Libra. Now, the point there is that these are the what? These are the units of weight in avoirdupois and what? Apothecaries. Where they differ is just the amount, what they actually mean. Like now, when the avoirdupois pounds is what? How many grains? Avoirdupois pound is how many grains? 7,000 grain, right? Good. While apothecaries grain is how many grains?
5,000.
5,000 city what? Grain. Good. Now, I will look for some examples now of calculation we can do with this. Let me look for some calculation we can do with this. I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question. If one avoirdupois pound, if one avoirdupois pound, is equal to 7,000 what? Grains. Now, how many ounce per ounce do you think you can find in one pound? If one half per pound is 7,000 grain, how many ounce do you think you can find in one half per pound? 16, thank you. That's what I want to point out here now. 16. Remember I told you that from here, the issue lies in where? Ounce and what? Pound. For what? This is where the Eba Kabake State, Abwadepo and what? Apothecaries. And pounds and what? You know, in apothecaries, 12 ounce is what? Sorry, I'll be using the symbol, okay? In apothecaries, 12 ounce is what? 12 ounce is what? 12 ounce is what? 1 what? Pound. Apothecary. Okay? But in Abwadepo, 16 what? Ounce is equal to what? 1 pound what? Abwadepo. Please don't play with this thing. Don't even play with this. Always try. This will link you to a lot of things. That is from here that you start seeing that this one is 7,000 grains, because the base unit is grain. Am I communicating? The base unit is what? Grain. Grain is the base unit in this what? Abwadepo and apothecary what system. Are we together? Good. Now, this is 12 ounce is equal to 1 pound what? 1 Abwadepo pound. But 16 ounce is what? 12 pounds is 1 apothecary what? Pound. Why 16 ounce is what? 1 what? Abwadepo pound. If you understand this, you are good to go. In fact, from here now you start seeing other conversion. But don't worry, let me not confuse you. Let's take it step by step. Let's climb. So I've done overview. Let's climb. I wanted to mention something in inter-system conversion, but let me take it step by step. Any question? Ask. Huh? Good. Hello, she asked a question that Abwadepo weight and Abwadepo, the weight and they are together, but once you get to ounce, that's where they differ. Okay? Once you get to ounce and pound, because when you get to ounce now, 16 ounce is equal to 1 Abwadepo pound, but 12 ounce is equal to what? 1 apothecary what? And if you bring them back to grain, you know that grain is the base unit. If you bring them back to grain, you now realize that 1 grain is equal to, 1 Abwadepo pound is equal to 7,000 grain. While 1 apothecary pound is what? 5,760 what? Grains. No, do not. Don't even try it. Don't joke with it, Chacha. You're just from this calculation now. Calculate back, you get the answer straight. Chai. You don't know it. After you pay, after you pay her to teach you people. Will you pay her? If you say that come and solve it, they don't want to know how you got 60. You don't know how you got 60 pounds. Okay, you read. Okay. She read. Go and read your own. She read. Okay, she saw it. Why didn't you see it? Hey. I see. Hello. Basically, just understand. One thing. I want you to understand is this. I just ask a question. I ask. I say that if 1 pound, 1 average per pound is what 7,000 what grain, right? So how many ounce will now make 1 average per pound? It's simple now. Look at this thing now. Remember everything between them is set to this level. Hope you know. True of us. Now, a gram is also what 1 ounce. Whether it's average or what. True of us. But just look up. If at this point, if 12 ounce is 1 average per pound, 1 average pound, okay? If 12 ounce is what? 1 what? Average what? Pound. Which is what? Equal to what? 5,760 what? Grains, right? Then, how many ounce will be what? 1 average per what? 1 average per what? Pound, which is equal to what? Which is equal to what? 7,000 what? Grains. This one in the middle can go. Hope you know. Are you aware? So if the one in the middle goes, we have that 12 ounce is equal to what? 5,760 grain. X is equal to what? 7,000 grain. X is now equal to what? 12 times what? 7,000 grain over what? What's the answer? What did he give you? 14 what? 14 what? Is what? Which one? Where? Where? Grain. Okay. Okay. Let's now look at this again now. This 12 belongs to what? This one belongs to what? This one belongs to what? This one should belong to what? Now, do you think did I align the ratio well? 12 is to what? Is to S as what? 5 what? Is to what? Did I do it well? So why am I not getting 16? Huh? Change what? If I change it, I will even get below that set. Because this minus this time this will divide by 7 and will give you a very low distance. No, that's what they wrote to theoretically. Most of the things I'm doing here, I'm checking what is in on the board now. I know that one. That's what they say, that this is for blah blah blah. It's there on the textbook. But I want to go back to actually prove whether it's actually what 16. Okay, that's why I asked that question. But based on what is on the textbook, when it comes to one ounce is different from the number of grain. You know, this thing, our protected ounce is 480 grain, but our ounce is 430 something. 4 what? 47.5 grain. I agree, but I want to check why. I'm just doing my own thing. Okay, I just want to find out why it's not giving us 16 ounce. That's what I want to confirm by what I'm doing now. But they say that 12 ounce is 1 pounds, right? Which is set as what? 5760 what? Grain. I agree. Now we don't know how many ounce here. We do as if we don't know this ounce. That what 1 what? Pound. And this is set as what? 7,000 what? Grain. So why are we not getting 16 here? That's what I'm trying to find out. But actually, remember what I told you in the past, at the beginning of this lecture, that these things, there's no uniformity here in this system. A lot of things don't add up. A lot of things don't add up. This may be one of those things. By the time if you go a deep, you hear they will say, okay, let's take. I think when we are doing food dance here, some time ago, we have different. This will say that one food dance is 29.75 mil. British will say that one food dance is 28 mil. After this, they say, okay, let us now use 30 mil. You know, this confusion up and down. I'm complicated, but I don't want to believe that is what is causing this thing here now, because this thing should be possible that they calculated and say, okay, let's just call it 16 ounce and go their way. I will take it together. But judging for this calculation, it should give us 16, not 14 point something. So maybe this may be one of those assumptions. Let's just call it what? 16 what? Ounce and go our way. Let me check. There's one textbook I want to check. It gives raw distance of raw. It will give you raw calculation first. Then after it will show you the assumed one, the one they concluded that they will use. Okay, now, but basically you understood what we did here, right? That's 16 hour per ounce. 60 ounces is 1 hour per what? Pound, right? Why 12 ounces is what? 1 what? Our protector is what? Pounds. Okay, good. Okay. Now, let me see if there's okay. Let's go to volume first. After volume, we now do calculations, and then before we go to metric system. I think we are even done. I'll just give you a question in metric system. Let me know whether you can solve it. Then we are good to go. Once you understand the metric system, it's just to understand You know, we have inter-system conversion. Think I forgot. We have inter-system conversion. We do have intra-system. Intra what? System conversion. See what I mean by intra? You know, inter, you are moving from imperial to what? Or from metric to what? But intra, that thing we did between milligram and microgram is intra. Are you aware? That thing we did between microgram and what? Milligram is intra. But inside what? Metric system. We move from one metric system, one metric unit of mass to another metric unit of mass. Or is intra. Okay? Now this one we have been doing here since. Moving from grain to what? Scruple. Telling you that 20 grains makes one what? Scruple. That one is intra. It's also what? Intra. But inside what? Common what? System. Are we together? So we have intra and inter. This is no nano. Hey, I saw you red-handed. Stand up. As a red-handed, bam. Now, so I just want you to know that one is intra. If you are moving from, let's assume that you bring out a particular system now. You are working on. Let's assume you are working on. We are working with imperial system. Avoidepua, apothecary, blah blah blah. Now, if you move like now, let me give up grain. Grain is apothecary / avoidepua, right? Then you move from grain. 20 grain will give one scruple. You are doing intra system. True of us. It's intra. It's within a system. True of us. Is the conversion within a particular what? System. Now, if you now move, go to household. You say okay, 5 ml spoon, 10 ml spoonful is equal to 2 5 ml spoon. True of us. 10 ml is equal to what? 10 ml is equal to 2 5 ml spoonful. True of us. You are doing intra. It's not true. You are doing intra. Now let's go to metric. Now you start seeing something like converting from kilogram to milligram. Both kilogram and milligram are still metric what units. So you are doing intra. But when you move from kilogram to pounds, you are doing intra. True of us. Inter. Sorry, thank you very much. We are doing inter. True of us. Good. Then when you move from 2 spoonful to 2 teaspoon to 10 ml, spoon to ml. True of us. Yeah, you are doing inter.
Yes.
From household to what? Metric. Not true.
Yes.
Then if you are moving from liter to milliliter, you are doing what? If you are doing liter to mil, is what? Is what? Intra. Good. Is what? Intra. Now, if you are moving from, you can also move from household. By the time we enter volume now, you can move from household to what is it called again? To avoidepua. Apothecaries. Now that's when you see that one fluid ounce has what it means in mils. It also has what it means in tablespoon. True of us. Teaspoon. True of us. If 1 fluid ounce is started, for practical purpose. For practical what? Purpose. We now say that 1 fluid ounce is 30 ml, right? So if 1 fluid ounce is 30 ml, so 1 fluid ounce is how many teaspoonful? These are the type of questions you see in your quiz. Have you opened it?
6.
Have you opened it? You are fifth quiz.
Yes.
This is 30 type also. This is dash. We are doing now. So if you see, if you have 1 fluid ounce, you agree that 1 fluid ounce is 30 ml, right? So if you have something like this, see the type of question you will see. 1 foot ounce is equal to dash mil is equal to TSP. Fill in the gap. Here should be what? Here should be what? It's simple. If you think it's simple. Oh dear. Okay, how many food downs are? How many meals are in 1 food ounce? Answer me, you. How many?
How many meals are
in 1 food ounce? 30 meals. Are you sure? Then how many teaspoons are in? How many meal are in 1 teaspoon?
5 meals.
So what's your problem in answering this question?
So my problem is that I don't know.
They don't think. They refuse to see. Refusal to think is a problem. You don't want to think at all. I don't know it. I don't know it. See, listen here. See. What I'm saying. See, you know, if I say this, people think maybe this man. Hey, what has please? If I say this is so sometimes people think maybe I talk or see. The problem you have is yourself. The more you limit yourself by yourself, you keep having issues up and down. You are faced with a challenge. You don't want to think about it at all. I don't know it. In Maria, you switch off. You don't know it. The first thing to do is to look at it. The person I worked with before, under him I learned that you don't say impossible, and that has helped me a lot. You don't say this is not possible. It's not true. Instead say, let me look into it. Come on, now you come and size is not possible. Now yala. Go home first, look into it. He taught me that I learned it. No matter what you tell me, no matter the first thing, I'll go and look into it. And I will never tell you I cannot. I'll look into it. There must be a way out. And if you train yourself in that line, you start learning how to think, solve problems. Once you move, I don't know it. Just like that, I don't know it. No, it's not true. It's not true. Your brain is more than what you can even imagine. Anyway, you limit yourself by yourself because you don't want to stress your brain. No, she knows it too. Because she didn't want to think about it. No. Having answered me, I asked her 2 basic questions and she answered it. She knows it. The issue now is to now bring out that thinking listen to do what? And cross her T's and do what? Dot her I's, which she refused to do. She knows. First question, 1 food ounce is how many mil? Or 30 mil. Second question, how many mil are in 1 teaspoon? Or 5 mil. Then what else are you looking for? Cross your T's and do what? Dot your I's. Answer about here. How do you mean I ask her 1 food ounce is how many? Or something along that's when I know that on yakita Amalia. But when we are, can I tell you uche? Oz and co bunisi. But even in knowledge, there are some that is in your head. Hope you know. Yet knowledge, and when knowledge dignity, maybe you read something, memorize it is in your head. But there's another level of knowledge that you do what? Think, reason it out by yourself. That's why in your primary school, that thing you are doing in your primary school, graph your quantitative, verbal, those things we are designed to sharpen your thinking ability at that age. But I don't know how serious they are with it now in primary schools. That time is meant to sharpen your thinking. There's no serious exam you go and write. Do now primary school, all the competition here the ISM, but there's no single exam you go, you will not see that thing. Because anyway, there are some things you reason out yourself. There are some things you know by just knowing it. There are some things you solve by reasoning it out by yourself. This is what I'm testing here. Simple. Simple. And this is how you see up to 10, 20 questions like this from your quiz. Is there now? It's there. It's not hidden. I said it to you. Did I say it to you? It's there. So now, with this now, I think I have prepared your mind. I prepare your mind to enter volume now. So let's now enter what? Volume. That's why I said mention this to dance, blah blah blah. Let's enter what? Volume. Okay. Now, you can clean this board now. Yes, don't clean this thing. Okay. As usual, I will list the different units, okay, in volume measurements. Then after that, now we'll now look at their intra-conversion factors, okay? Their intra-system conversion factors, sorry. So now, in volume, we have something like this. In volume, we have something like this, minim. We have minim. We have minim. We have minim. We have fludram. Flu what? Fludram. Look, what is a fluid? What's a fluid? Liquid or what? And what? Gas. We have three states of matter. We have solid, liquid, and gas. Then, gas and liquid make up what? Fluid. Now, so from this name, once you hear, you know we have drum here, right? Yes. Weight. So when you hear fluid, drum, it means what? Talks about what? Liquid, okay? You do it for what? Volume, right? That means this fluid added to drum show that we are talking about what? Liquid, right? Good. Please know that. Now we have fluid drum. We also have fluid ounce. Fluid. Actually, this we call fluid ounce came from here. Fluid ounce, okay? Fluid ounce. Remember, we have ounce here. In solid. So fluid indicating what? Liquid. Ounce. Okay? Fluid what? So when you now make it one word, you hear fluid ounce. You hear what? Fluid ounce. It's actually fluid ounce. Okay? Good. Now you have gallon. Gallon. At least we are familiar with gallon up and down. Gallon. Then pints. Pints. 1 pint of blood. 2 pints of blood. This is where it came from. Pints. Then we have quarts. I did not follow the order. I'm coming. Okay, just know their names, okay? Okay, let's just focus on knowing their names, okay? No particular order, okay? Just know their names and their unit. Then we will now go to their order. I think these are the basic. We have meaning. I think they are complete. At least for now, we have meaning. We have fruit dram, fruit ounce, gallon, pint, quart. What?
Pint.
See, pint is here. Eche mo lecture ka ndị a na-eme. Is it lecture there? Okay, now minim. Say simple for minim. This is minim. Minim. Yes, minim. Just simple now. Just here. Here, just what now? Yes, sir. Cynthia, what type of biscuit or sauce? Not yes, sir. It's but ofuku ka ofuku. You can write what you can write whatever you like. All right, let's continue now. Listen carefully. Hello. Hi. Listen carefully. Now, the unit of fruit dram and just add what here? F. Okay? Just add F here. You have what? Fruit dram. Okay? So fruit dram you just simply what? Just add what? F. Okay? We have fruit dram. The same thing with fruit downs. Just add what? F here. We have what? Fruit downs. The what? Okay, each idea to which one are you talking about? Okay, each idea to see, symbols are written like that so that you know that it's not ordinary words, just letters anyhow. That's why they indicated that way. They are not, and most of this came from, you know, these things are not English. These things, hope you know. So just understand it that way. Just try to learn it. It's simple. Now, gallon is just simply just GAL. Simple. Okay? Gallon is just what? This. Pint is just what? This. This one is just what? This one have no issue. Okay? Now, let us look at their intra-system conversion factors. Let's look at their intra-system conversion factors. Ask, can we do what? Can you do ask now?
Can you do what?
Pints, eh? It's not pint, it's pints. O and symbol as. Which O are you talking about? Which O are you talking about? Which O? You say, can you use? Just use the simple. Please, see, there are some textbook you will see. You will see this. Anyway, when you are dealing with are you together?
Yes.
Are you together? Please, there are some textbook you will see. You will see ounce like this. OZ, okay?
Yes.
Then fluid ounce. Okay? Just note that, okay? Yeah, same thing, yes. Ounce. I say that there are some textbook you see, they write it as what? OZ, okay? So let's look at their inter-system conversions. Intra what? Now, look at this thing now. Actually, 60 minims make 1 fluid round. 60 minims make what? 1 fluid round. Makes 1 fluid round. So just simply write 60 minims equal to what? 1 fluid round. That's all. Minims. About minutes. Hey, Elizabeth. Minims. It's not minutes, so minim. 60 minims make 1 fluid round. Photo akalia. Okay, now I said that 60 minims make what? 1 fluid round. Now 8 fluid rounds is equal to 1 fluid ounce. 8 fluid rounds is equal to 1 fluid ounce. 8 fluid rounds is equal to 1 fluid ounce. 8 fluid ram is equal to 1 fluid ounce. So with this, how many minutes make 1 fluid ounce? How many minutes make 1 fluid ounce? How many minutes make 1 fluid ounce? 480 what? Good, let's continue. Then 16 fluid ounce. 16 fluid ounce is yours. Fluid ounce, yes. 16 fluid ounce, 16. Make 1 pint. Good. Pint. Please, come here. Give me a pint. One pint. I will take that one. So 16 fluid ounces make 1 what? Pint. 16 fluid ounces make 1 pint. So how many minutes make 1 pint? 7 what? Minutes, right?
Yes.
Good. Then 2 pints make 1 quart. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. So how many minutes make 1 quart? 9 what? Are you sure? How many minutes make 1 quart? make 1 quart.
Yes.
Then 4 quarts. 4 quarts make 1 gallon. 4 quarts is equal to 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 1 gallon. So how many minutes make 1 gallon? How many minutes make 1 gallon? 61. Make 1 what? Now, another point. How many pints? How many pints make 1 gallon? How many pints make 1 gallon?
6 pints. 8 pints.
8 pints make 1 gallon. 8 pints make 1 gallon. Please be familiar with these conversions. 8 pints make what? 1 gallon. So how many fruit ounces make 1 quart? How many fruit ounces make 1 quart? Tadam.
How many food ounces?
Make 1 quart.
How many food ounces?
Yes, make 1 quart.
Size 32.
Fruit ounce make 1 quart. Never. How many fruit ounces make 1 quart? 16.
You said 16 food ounces make 1 pint.
32 fruit ounces make 1 quart. It should be consideration now. You see him make what? You see him by okay.
I didn't say okay.
No. I train sharp people. You know, I'm not saying by what them. You see him by saying nah, it's not true. And prove it. He says him by what them. He says oh, park is here. Charlie Baya. You don't give up. Thank you. God bless you. So 32 what? Would that make what? 16 would that make what? 1 pint. Good. 16 would that make what? Make 1 what? Pint. Good. So this, whether we are dealing with our apothecaries, whether you are dealing with whatever you are calling it, they are talking about the same thing in volume. Okay. You know, the only issue they have is where in that what ounce and what pound as well. So now, this listen carefully. Listen carefully. This point of division between apothecaries and Avadepoa in weight forms a particular connecting point that you use to convert Avadepoa weight to apothecary what? Weight. Okay? That place, there's a link. That link there, where they differ in their pounds and weight, forms pounds and what? Ounce. Forms a link where you can convert weight from Avadepoa to what? Sometimes you may give me a question. Well, they wanted to convert the weight from Avadepoa to what? Apothecary. I'll give you an example to explain what I mean. Put down this question to explain what I mean. Put down this question. Before that, listen to this. Listen to this. Hello.
Hi.
Before that, listen to what I want to read now. Just listen. This thing I want to read will throw more light on what we want to do now. Just listen. It talks about the relationship between Avadepoa and apothecary's what? Weight. The grain is the same in both Avadepoa and what? apothecary system of weight. But other denominations with the same names, ounce and pound, are not what? The same. Okay? Ounce and pounds are not what? The same. So to convert from apothecaries to avoirdupois or from avoirdupois to apothecaries weight, first of all, reduce the given quantity you are giving to grains. Okay? Reduce the quantity you are giving to grains in one system. Then reduce to any desired denomination in the other what? System. Basically, look at it. Look at this question now. The question says, convert who can interpret this on the board for us? Together. Now listen carefully. There's something about this imperial system I want you to know. Imperial system employs denomination very well. You know that way you call money. What are the denominations of Nigeria? We have Kobo, right? We have what? Naira. Right. Now, if we have Kobo mixed up with Naira, how do you call it? No. Okay. See what I mean. What's this? Okay, 100 naira. The same way. This is how you call this. Two what? 2 ounce through 2 ounce 2 drams, right? Yes. 2 ounce 2 drams. Now the question now says that we should convert this to avoirdupois what? Weight. Now we should convert this to what? Avoirdupois what? Weight. Okay? We should convert it to what? Avoirdupois what? Weight. Are we together? Who can solve it? Who can solve it? Avoirdupois weight. Please, this thing. Look up, please. I didn't go deep to tell you exactly what happens here. Just look up, please. Look up. This is what? Ounce, right? This is what? Ounce, right? Same ounce, right? This is but this one is the one that is commonly used now. Okay, most textbooks will leave it at this. Okay, except those that want to tell history out how this whole thing came up. Now this OZ is more avoirdupois, okay? More of what? Avoirdupois. So this they are ounce, but this one is for what? You know, this is where they have issues. Are we together? Now this is what? And this is what? So they want us to convert these things are in what? Apothecary, right? They want us to convert this to a weight in what? Avoirdupois. Who can do it? Who get mind? Remember what I say, that we should first of all, grain is the only thing that bases it, right? They are grain at the same thing, two of us. So you can simply convert this thing now to grain. Then from grain now, you move it to what? Avoirdupois. Simple. Eh? Times 2? No. The same way what is between 150 kobe is addition. Yes, now. First convert grain in avoirdupois is same grain in what? Avoirdupois. So move this to grain. From grain now you now move it to what? Avoirdupois. Remember that one grain for remember that 480 grain in apothecary. In apothecaries, remember that 480 grain is equal to what? 1 ounce. But in avoirdupois, 437, 43 watts. Miss someone was sorry for us on the board. That's what I'm going.
You divide like you have a bunch of things. After you got you convert this into you add the both of them. Then in avoirdupois, one ounce will give you 437. Then for you to get it in avoirdupois, you need to apply the both of them. Thank you, sir. I was ending here. I don't know what to do.
Did you understand what she? Okay, listen. Thank you very much, Miss Oma. Listen, but there's a place. You know what? I will explain that side. I will explain that side. Now, look up. The question says, convert this to what? Avoirdupois what? Weight. Okay. Remember, we are talking about how to move weight from avoirdupois. So, apothecary to what? Avoirdupois. We say that grain. They have grain. Their grain is what? The same thing. And the grain is the base unit, right? Now, whatever that you are giving a question in avoirdupois or apothecary and want to move it to the other one, first of all, convert that you are giving down to what? Grain. When you move it to grain, you can now move it to the one you want to move it to, okay? Now, this one is basically in what? Is it in apothecary or avoirdupois? This is what? Apothecary, right? Now, the question now says 2 ounce, 2 drams. Move it to what? Grain. Now, how many grains are in 1 ounce? Apothecary, yes. We are working in apothecary now. 480 grains, right? Are in 1 ounce. But we have 2 ounces, 2 here. So 2 times 480 is what? So that means this 2 ounce is 960 grain. That's what she did. But she didn't put the units. It's actually 960 what? Grain. The relationship, the operation between this ounce here and dram is additional. It's not multiplication, okay? Just as you have 100 naira, 50 kobo. True of us? No. So now let's move 2 drams to grain. How many grains make 1 dram? If 60 grains make 1 dram, that means how many grains are in 2 drams? 120 grains are in 2 drams. That's what she did here. She then added 960 plus what? 120. Is that equal to what? 180. So that means that 2 drams, 2 ounce, 2 drams in grain is what? 1080 grains. Now, you now move, it's now in grain now. Let's move the grain now to what? Half an equal weight. Now, the grain now, how many grain make one half an equal ounce? Oh, sorry. How many grains make one half an equal ounce? 43 watts? 7.5. And that's what she did. 437, see it here. One half an equal ounce is 437 point. Have you seen that the sign has changed? That this OZ is half an equal what? Ounce. Have you seen that the sign has changed from this F?
So how did they get 43?
No, that one is already established. Yes, that 4375 grain is equal to 1 watt, half an equal ounce. Okay, it's there. So with this now, if one half an equal ounce is 437.5 grain, that means X will now be equal to what? 1080 grains. That's what she did, and now got what? Just do it now. You see, if one half an equal ounce is 437.5 grain, then X is what? 1080 grain. Find S. What will it give you? What will it give you? Huh? No, just call the raw number like that. Don't approximate. 2 point what? Huh? 2.468571. Now, this is where I need to talk. Listen carefully. Hello? Listen carefully. I will use Naira and Togo and use minutes, time, measures to explain what I want to explain now. Look up. A real sense, let's assume. If you are asked to maybe after calculation, you now got 20, listen carefully, 20.333 blah 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 minutes or hours. Are you listening? In real sense, if you are working with denominator number that you actually measure or weigh, if you are, who is this? Better, are you okay? I want to say something very important. I need your attention in this thing because some of you go to exam hall and fail it. Just listen. If you are, let's assume you are asked to convert maybe a number in minutes to what? Hours. Okay? Maybe a number in minutes to what? Hours. How many minutes make 1 hour? 60 what? Make what? 1 hour. You are asked to convert a number into hour from minutes to what? Hour. And you got 20.333 hours. Can you use your clock? Can you use your clock, your stopwatch, to read 20.33 hours? So what are you going to do? Huh? Is it what?
20 hours, 3 minutes.
20 hours?
3 minutes.
Let's see whether it's true. She said 20 hours, what? 3 minutes. Now, let's separate these two numbers. We have 20 here, right? Plus what? 0. What? Here is what? 20 hours, right? 20. You have 20 hours as a whole number, true of us. This fraction is also in hour, true of us. True of us. So you have 20 hours here, right? You also have what? 0.333 hours here. This is a continuous number that can never end, true of us. Now, let's make this. Let's change the denomination of this what? Of this what? 0.3333 maybe to minis and see what it will give us. Okay. Now, if you change this into common fraction, what will it give you? Huh? 3 over what? 3 over what? 10. Good. Let's look up now. Do you agree with me that this is written as saying 20 hour plus what? 3 over 10 what? True of us? Then move this thing 3 over 10 hour to the nearest lower denomination in time measure. What is the nearest lower denomination? What is the immediate lower denomination in time? Which one? After hour, what next below? Minute now. So you move this 3 over 10 hours to minutes. What will it give you? Huh? I say move it to minutes. I say 3.3. Move 3 over 10 hours to minutes. What's the answer?
18 minutes.
Is it 18 minutes?
Yes.
Confirmed.
Yes.
Because 60 minutes is what? 1 hour. Therefore, 3 over 10 hour is what? We don't know, right? S is what? 60 minutes times what? 3 over 10. 10 will divide 60. We have 6 times 3, 18 minutes. This is a statement as saying 20 hours, 18 minutes. This you can read with your what? Clock or watch. True or false? Now, let's go to Naira now, money now. If you have, maybe you are told that you are doing calculation, maybe the money you have is, maybe after the calculation, you now have 10.25 naira. 10.25 naira. How do we count 10.25 naira? Are you sure? Are you sure? That's the problem now. Maybe after portrait calculator now, you say that one person, maybe you want to share money. Listen carefully. You want to share money. Then each person, you punch your calculator, and your answer is what? 10.25 naira. So how will you get 10.25 naira? In real sense, how will you get so 10.25 naira? Now, bring out the whole number first, 10 naira. The other one is what? 0.25 naira, right? Let's do it. The same idea here. Bring out 10 naira. We have what? 10 naira plus what? 0.25 naira. Two of us. Now, this 0.25, move it to what? Common fraction. What is it? 10 plus what? 1 over what? 4, right? 10 plus 1 over 4. Now, we have 1 over 4 naira, right? Right? Then move this 1 over 4 naira to kobo. How many kobo make 1 naira? 60 kobo. How do kobo make 1 naira, right? Now, move 1 over 4 naira to kobo. What's the answer? Because kobo after naira, if you go down, you see what? Kobo, right? Now, what's the answer? 25 what? Kobo. Now, this statement is saying 10 naira, what? 25 kobo. That means in your 10 naira, in your 25 kobo, in your this is how you can share it. Do you know why? Hello, Victoria. That thing you said is very, very wrong. This just entered because 100 kobo is what? 1 naira. Had it been 60 kobo is 1 naira, you cannot enter. True of us? If 60 kobo is 1 naira, what will it be? It's 1 naira. What will it be? 10 naira what? 15 kobo. True or false? So that thing you said is wrong, okay? No, I'm just informing you that it's wrong. Now, so this is what we want to do here now. These two things, I'm trying to explain something. How to deal with measures that are in denominations. Am I communicating? This one now, this apothecaries, they are in what? Denomination. Know how to handle them. Now, it's because of what you saw that I started talking about this. You divided 108 by 47 and got what? So try to put it as a common fraction. What did you get? Can you? Don't worry. Let's see. So can I clean here? So if we have something like this now, one watt, 80 watts is here. Okay, simply you get what? The answer is what? 4 watts. What? Ounce, right? Right? Good. Now, if you look at this thing now, what do you think we can do here? If you divide it, you will get what? You get a decimal. You get 20.2 what? 46. So using what we have done here so far, I'm considering the what is it called? And considering the denominations we have at hand. How best do you think you can put it? We don't want any decimal point to appear there. Remember, when they were using this unit, they were not like decimal point. Hope you know. Are you aware? In those days, far back, all these place value decimal. Hope you know. So how do we now? Because you do the calculation based on when they were using that time. Now, how will you can't say 2.46 ounce. Are you with me? You put it in different denominations. That's why this was complex. Sometimes you will see 4 ounce. Maybe for liquid you see 1 quart, 6 pints. This is what we see until up to 5 denominations. It was cumbersome. But decimal system made it to be what? Simpler. Look at here now. There are some you will see. You may even see 1 and 2. Everyone can jump on a volume because volume has more. You may see 2 pints. 1 gallon, 2 quarts, 4 pints, 20 fluid ounce. Even what you see, very long chain, cumbersome. Now let's put this in that. Let's grade this now based on the denomination. The best thing to do about it. You don't even need to press point anything. Best thing to do about it. Find out how many 437.5 as a whole number can you find in 108? 2, right? As a whole number, right? So you simply have what? And what will be the remainder? Tell me the remainder. No. So you have 2 ounce plus. Tell me the remainder. No, I said remainder. I said 0.4. 4. 205. 2 what? 205. How many of these can we find as a whole number inside this thing? 2, right? What will be the remainder? 4 what? It's not true. It's not true. Naomi says, okay, so what I thank you. God bless you. This times 2 is what? This times 2 is what? Subtract it from here is what? Is it 205 what? Just tell me 205. You confuse me. I'll put you out of green. Just calm down. We are coming there. 2 towards 05, right? You keep dividing up, you know. We have what? 205 over what? 4 what? 4 what? Ounce. We have 2 ounce plus what? 205 over 4375 what? Ounce. This is the in this form. Hope you know. Are you aware? Now, but we cannot leave this in like this now. Now, what is the after ounce? Now, let's move this to grain. Okay? Let's move this to what? Grain and see what we will get. Okay? Are we together? Are we together? Good. Now, here alone, 1 grain is what? In our require is what? Well, we want to move it. Remember, I told you, you go to the what? To the lower what? Lower what? Denomination. The same way we move to what? Kobo here. We move to what? Minutes here. Let's move to the base unit we can move here now is what? Grain. Let's move this 205 over 473.5 ounce to what? Grain. 1 grain is what? 1 grain is what? In ounce. Sorry. 1 ounce is what in grain? We are in Abadipo now. We are moved to Abadipo now. We have left after this. 4 what? 0.5 what? Grain. Now, if 1 ounce is 437.5 grain, then 2/5, 205 over what? 437.5 ounce will now be what in grain? We call it S. We don't know, right? So S is now equal to what? What is S? Tell me. 0. No, just don't tell me answer. Just it's what? Leave point. Who now wants to make cross multiplication? Because S is now what now? Let's continue. S is what now? 4. Thank you. 437.5 grain times what? Times 205 over what? 437.5. What will happen here? This will cancel this. Ounce will cancel ounce. We are left with what? 205 grain. So simply write this as what? 2 ounce. What? Simple. That's the answer. Ask.
When you are solving, you said when you are solving the hour, you said to lower denomination, use minutes. Why not use grams? Even after ounce, grams. Why not use ounce? Or you don't.
Okay. You say why not use what?
Grams.
Food gram. Are we working in volume? Is it volume you are working on now or weight? Food gram is for now. Do you mean dram or I don't know what they're saying? Food gram is volume. We are in weight. This is weight. We are converting. This is weight. This is volume. Okay, you mean dram?
Yes.
What we should do what? Move what?
Move to lower denomination, which is grams, instead of moving to grams.
See, if you come down to dram, if you go to dram now, okay, convert 205 to the dram, what will it give you? Convert 205 to dram, what will it give you?
Grams.
What will it give you? you enter trouble. 0.5 will enter. Point to enter. Three of us. Point to enter, right? Good. Leave it at grain. Grain with the base units for this thing. Okay? Just leave that what? Grain. Unless you want to still bring out. Okay, now, okay. How many grain can we see here as a? I understand your question. It's okay. Let me try what you say. If you now we already have 205 grain here. Sit down. These are the type of questions I like listening to. Intelligent questions. Now she said, why not? Why did I jump dram from ounce? Okay, yeah? And move to what? Grain. Okay, good. Now listen. Remember, one point you should know is that you have left apothecary. Hope you know. Are you there? You have left what? Apothecary. But it's okay. Let me satisfy your quest. Now look at this now. If you have 205 grain, here you only have 2 what? Ounce, right? Then if you have 205 grain, how many grains make 1? How many grains make 1 dram?
1 gram. Okay, 60 grams.
60 grains make 1 dram.
Yes.
60 what? 60 grain make what? 1 what? 1 gram. Good. Now, if how many 60 can we find as a whole number inside 205? How many 60 can we find as a whole number inside 205? 3, right? 3. Thank you. So we have 3. So that means 205 now. 205 grain. You have 3 watts. We have 3 watts. 3 dram, right?
Yes. 3.
To avoid confusion, you can simply put 3. Okay? We have what? 3 dram. And what's meaning is how many gram? How many grain? 25 watts. 25 watts. Grain, right?
Yes.
Then you can also, how many grains make 1 scruple? How many grains make 1 scruple? 20 grain. Okay, you can also have 3 watts, 2 ounce, 3 watts, dram, 1 watt, 1 watt, scoop, right? Then how many grain will remain? 5 watts. 5 watts grain. Have you seen something now? Long thing. Have you seen it now? 20 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 watts, 3 dram, 1 scoop, 5 grain. This is what caused issues those days. Because if you keep, there's one you write, they'll start here and end here. This is what they were doing those days. But decimal point has compressed what? Decimal system has compressed what? A lot of things what? Together. Can you see how this simple 2.46 ounce has been stretched to something like this? I don't know if I'm communicating. Yes. Now, so that is, it's not about, here, of course, if you want to use Roman, you face what? Roman, right? So if you want to use Arabic, if you want to use Roman now, you simply write what? Even this thing itself doesn't sound well in what? Apothecary. But let me just write it for knowledge sake. I'm using this to teach something. What? 3 watts, 2 watts, 3 gram, 1 watt, scoop, right? And what? 5 what? Grain. And 5 what? Grain. Something like this. Have I answered your question? Are you happy now? But just simply use this. It's okay. Okay? It's not bad, okay? It's not bad, okay? All the discipline must not come out. Okay? This is okay. Being the fact that grain is the base what? Is the base what? Unit. It's okay. It's not bad. Okay?
After converting to why not over that they have a or not convert this first one or not convert directly to have a it's not possible.
How? From where to where?
Like that no 480 near 1 ounce. Now when I cut it up,
what are you saying, Chine? I don't know that. I don't know what you're saying. Come and explain yourself on the board. Come, fast. Come and explain what you're saying on the board. Okay. Take marker. Please, someone is on the board, please. Let's understand what you're saying. It tells you is you so we just we so you. So okay. 80 grains. Okay. In Abadepoa, 437.5 grain. Yes.
So why not
Apothecaries. No, now this thing so is already. This thing here is already. This weight here now is already an apothecary. The question says, convert this apothecary weight to convert this to Abadepoa weight. So this is already in apothecary. So you should move it to grain using apothecary's grain. You should move it to what? Grain. This is dram ounce. So you move dram to grain, move ounce to what? Grain. Because the apothecary's ounce and Abadepoa ounce are not the same thing. So you move this ounce now to grain, and one apothecary's ounce is 480 grains. Why one Abadepoa ounce is 437.5? They're not the same thing. So you must move them to a base unit before you now shift it back to the where you want it to be. That thing you are doing in your normal base. We have number in base 2. You want to move that number in base 2 to base 4. You first move base 10 is a common base, right? You move that number from base 2 to base common base we know. From that base 10, you cannot move it to any base you want to go. That's exactly what happened here. You move first to grain. Because grain is common for both of them. Now from grain now, you can now move it to whatever, to Abadepoa. That's what we did here. Does it make sense?
makes sense.
I think we have actually 3 hours lecture, shey? Don't be here. Should we continue? Should we continue? Lecture about you now. Okay, let's see. What did we even cover today, sir? We introduce systems of measurement. Okay, in our next class we'll just say one or two things on household measure and interconversion. Okay, inter-system conversion. So after inter-system conversion, we move to what? Methods of what? Measurements. All right. Any question? Any question? In the absence of question, we'll stop here for today. All right. Thank you very much for your attention, and God bless you.